What's going on, guys? Part-time fisher, and if you notice, I'm not in my garage. We are actually in, well, what do you call this place? We're in Reelcustomart's workshop.
Workshop slash storage room.
Storage room slash everything, but this is his man cave. This is where he comes, his retreat. This is where he goes to relax, paint baits, and like I said, guys, if you haven't checked out some of the photos on my channel or some of the videos, his baits are some of the best custom baits I've fished with. And the best part is I'm supporting another small business. So hopefully you guys get out and support small businesses. Like I said, here are some of the things he's got hanging up on the wall. And I won't tell you which ones, but there's a couple of baits right maybe there that if you haven't checked out yet, they're going to be featured in December's Hendrix fishing box, which save yourself 10%, use part-time 10. But what got you, I guess, into painting baits? Because I've been using your baits for the longest time and love them.
Always wanted to airbrush. I always thought I was going to airbrush guitars, and then just one day I said, screw it, I'm going to buy it, airbrush gun. Found one on Facebook Marketplace cheap and went with it. And turns out I'm not too terrible at it, so. And it's a lot cheaper to do your own than go buy your own. So.
Now, the funny part, guys, is I haven't known Jeremy maybe a couple of years now. And, you know, we started fishing more, started getting into other stuff. But the funny way we got into each other is, as you guys know, I've got plenty of tackle in the garage that sometimes I just sell it out for dirt cheap, try to get it out of the garage, get it moving. And he actually responded to one of my Facebook Marketplace ads, came over, realized he was local, kind of showed me what he did. Gave me a couple of his custom baits. I went to fish them, caught some fish on them. We just kept talking, so on and so forth. Then it was this last winter, I finally got him to crawl out of his hole. We went ice fishing. I tried drowning him in the lake, but you know, it's what happens when you ice fish. Don't go on the sketchy ice. We did. But he was fine. He's still here. Don't worry, he's alive.
Going partners never go alone.
Yes, this is why you go with somebody else. Then after that, we got you out. We got you out early spring and actually brought you on. Was it your first time catching pike? Which you guys can check that video out on the channel. We were using MEPS, we were using his baits. Dad was actually catching fish on his baits, which was kind of awesome. And then from there, we just kind of started fishing more, talked about painting lures more, exchanging baits, having fun, and it's kind of how we got to know each other. And now, this is why I keep him with stuff, guys. His stuff doesn't cost much more than what the stores charge, and you're getting custom jobs. Like I said, here's some of the other ones that he's got hanging up on the wall that he's done. And like I said, check my channel. I got plenty of baits that I've posted that I've used of his. One of them I like is bluegill pattern. He's got a couple different crappie patterns. He's still playing around with his crappies. His trout pattern, you guys know I got one of the big swim baits from him. So definitely need to check him out. So right now he's actually working on a few more baits for the Hendrix order. Make sure you get that splash pack, guys. That's what he's going to be featured in, is the splash pack. You can actually get the combo and get the box as well for a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, we're starting with some low numbers just because of my busy work schedule, and hopefully I can ramp up my stock and plus have some more come the next colder months when I'm not fishing as much.
But see, guys, this is why I support small businesses. Let's sell them out of splash packs for December, because if we get them sold out, hopefully that means that we can bring them back in, get them featured maybe in a main box, get them painting some of those big, beautiful swim baits there, maybe.
That one's not my favorite.
Not his favorite, but you guys have seen the trout. He was messing around, did a catfish, but
that one's been up there for a while. I got a couple, something.
So now you guys know well, maybe you don't know, you're gonna find out. I have no artistic skill. That's why I let him do all the painting. So, Jeremy, if you want, kind of roughly, what's the process? I see you're sanding some of the blanks down.
Just smoothing the seams, make sure there's no like noticeable cracks or anything, or not cracks, but mold lines or anything. I always make sure the lift's, you know, even. You don't want it to go sideways or do some weird wobble. So I'll do that, and then I'll wipe it down with some denatured alcohol, and then put on the base coats, and you go to town with the paint, start slinging paint.
So step one is prep. If the bait's not good enough, the paint's going to show through those paint, going to show through the clear coat.
Clear surface, clear gun, or clean gun,
Perfect. Well, we're going to let him keep sanding down, and I'm going to kind of keep updating you guys through the process here and try to figure it out myself, because I ain't going to start painting baits. I'll leave that to him. I'm just the idea guy here and the tester. So come along with me, check out how his process goes. We'll see some cool stuff. And who knows, maybe at the end of this, if you stay to the end, might just do a giveaway. I have a few of his baits in the garage that need to go, and maybe we'll do a giveaway on his baits. So make sure you do follow him. I'll put his stuff down below. And if you do, we'll get you guys some of his baits to try out. All right, he's got everything prepped. And the one piece of prep, guys, that I forgot to mention that he was actually doing, and I'll show you here, is he tapes off all the bills. This way you get that nice clean paint line, just like if you went to the store and bought a jerk bait or anything. So check that out. He's got them all prepped, they're scuffed, just like he needs, everything's smooth. Everything is nice and tightly taped up there. So now the next step is, I see you got a big thing of white there. What are we doing with this white?
Just the base coat.
Base coat? Now, do you go light with this? You go heavy?
Somewhat heavy.
Somewhat heavy, okay. And guys, after the base coat, we're actually going with a Trout Pattern. That rainbow trout pattern you guys probably have seen on my baits before. So we'll let him get this primer put down on, prime coat put down on all these. We're gonna then snag some pizza while these set for a minute. And then when we come back, I'll get you guys set up and you can watch it. Well, watch the master at work, because you don't want me to paint a trout. It ain't gonna come out looking like a trout. I don't know what kind of fish it would be, but it would not be trout.
We'll see how rusty I am at it. And if I could get it on such a smaller bait. I've always done swim baits, so we'll see what we do on the jerk baits, see how it turns out. If I don't like it, we coat it back over.
Well, there you go. If it doesn't work, you can always fix it.
I mean, it probably should be a little warmer in here, but it should be fine. As I just touch the bait. This is years of spraying fiberglass.
I was gonna say I
Gel
don't have the steadiness or the timing down. I'd be all over the place, guys.
Or all the tumbler cups that I've prepped.
Yes, Jeremy's not the only artistic one. His wife, go check her out, Cat Design. She does some amazing tumblers. I don't know if she's gonna take any more orders during the holiday season, but she does an amazing Christmas tumbler. Check it out. We'll have her do one for the channel. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna let her get through Christmas first.
And after Christmas. I think we're booked for a couple months after.
She's booked for a while. Good thing is I know where they live.
Yeah.
Now, this other one he's prepping here, this one is actually not for the Hendrix fishing box. This is just one he's painting up. So, guys, if you like it, message him. He'll sell it to you. And I bet you it won't cost anywhere near what some of those fancy high-end. If you charge $50 for a swim bait.
We'll see how good it turns out.
Ooh, he might then. Tell him I sent you. He might cut you a bit of a deal. But like I said, 6 Cents has some great swim baits. Other guys have some great hard swim baits. But you're talking $40 plus for a swim bait.
Yep.
I can tell you right now, you're gonna get something custom, hand painted, the pattern you like. And if it does cost you $40, it's because it took him a long time and it was a great pattern, and it was worth it then.
Getting sloppy.
So I'm guessing now you just hit him with some heat just to kind of set it.
Set it, and I'll do another quick spray just to make sure it's good.
And the best part, guys, I'm looking at this myself. Any of you guys that throw that bone color, I'm looking at that just going, yep, give that to me. I'll just throw that guy right there. Maybe a little clear on there, but
I haven't found the perfect combination to make the bone that I want, but we'll get there. I could just buy it, but that's the easy way out. I like mixing my colors.
And guys, that's why I like getting custom bases. Like he just said, he could go to easy way and go, yeah, I just bought bone color. But the fun part about him is he likes getting in there, mixing up his colors. So I could get a bone color from Jeremy that's just a shade different than what I can get in the store. And for whatever reason, the fish like it more. He just got the first coat set in there. He's cleaned the gun out real quick. The one thing he was telling me while I was kind of zooming through for you guys is you got to keep the gun clean. The cleaner the gun, the less splatter, the less buildup you're going to get, less gunk up. Because even with that paint just sitting there for those couple seconds, it dries just a little bit, and you're going to get a little bit of that buildup through it.
So I'm kind of picky about mine. I gotta have mine like nice and shiny. You'll see some people like all dirty. You can tell they've been using them for years. But
so we're gonna let him get the next layer of the base on, and the next time you see us, I'll have it set up, and we're gonna be getting in. Like I say, he's gonna be painting that trout pattern. So we'll let him get this last layer of the base on. We're gonna have a couple slices of pizza, and then we'll come back out for the fun stuff.
good luck.
All right, guys. Well, we're back from eating some pizza. Jeremy's got to get his workout in, so he's getting some pins shaped up. Like I said, we're going for a trout pattern. Real quick, let me show you kind of, he's got one up here on the wall. Let me show you kind of roughly what we're going for here so you guys can see. Grab this one. I don't drop my phone. There we go. Show you guys that. So it's got like a little bit of that green going into the pink, into the white. So your standard rainbow trout pattern there with the spots. Ooh, get that back on the board for him. I'm making a mess out of the shot, guys. That's what I'm good at. But look at all those paints in there. This is just absolutely fun. My head, like I said, I can't paint, but in my head I'm going to do that color with that color with that.
That's when you end up with.
That's where you end up with some fun ones. Like I said, he's got a couple fun ones that we did. We were just sitting around here one day. And we're like, ooh, what if we did that? What if we did that? So, like I said, we're doing the rainbow trout. What color, or I guess, what's your first step in this now that we've got everything ready? What color are you starting with and why?
I'm just going to start with the pink in the middle, and then I'll probably do a little fade of silver below it, and then come in with some, I don't know, detail moss green, some little detail raw umber, or some sepia. I don't know. Figured it out yet. Sepia or sepia?
Let me know in the comments, guys. I don't know how to pronounce stuff either. You know, we fish, we don't read. But we'll kind of get in here. We'll let him paint this first one. We'll let him kind of explain some things for you.
This is some old paint, so I'm just kind of making sure it don't splatter. It's probably a little thicker than I want it, but we'll work it in. That's what I was afraid of. We'll tone it down. Doesn't look the greatest right now, but we'll get there. Bob Ross said, only happy mistakes, right? Or something like that.
Only happy mistakes or something. Happy little trees. So if you notice, guys, on this part, I now see why I did the pink first. It's a very prominent color, but it's going to get covered when you do that top and bottom layer. So you don't necessarily have to be the cleanest on this one. I could have probably painted the pink stripes. The rest, I would have had to left to him.
It's a pearl color, so it's kind of, guns don't like, airbrushes don't like spraying because of the flake in it. But this paint is actually what came with my first airbrush, so this thing, hard telling how old that is. I don't use a lot of it, but.
So you guys order more of these colors, we'll get into new paint. You guys can see it on a bigger canvas here with the swim bait. That is the cool part about the swim baits. I personally like swim baits from custom painters because you get to really see the work with it being a bigger canvas. I don't know if you'd agree so much. Do you prefer these like dirt baits and stuff, or do you really like painting these bigger canvases?
Bigger ones are fun. I just hate clear coating.
He hates clear coat. Okay, so the prep, more of it to prep, more of it to that you can potentially mess up. But
and then they turn out. See, a little bit of splatter there. That'll all be covered.
Well, we'll get you guys set up here. We'll get the time lapse rolling, and we'll check back in when he gets a completed one. Whew. All right, guys. Well, it only took a couple seconds in the video, probably, that you just saw him completely paint this whole bait. It didn't take him too long in real life. It was kind of fun to see the different breakdown, different process. Then we actually were kind of playing around. I'm not going to show you. You guys are going to have to get the box or get the splash pack or check out him on Instagram. I'll link him below. We were coming up with some really fun colors in the meantime when stuff was drying, and we came up with a pretty fire creation. But let me show you kind of where this bait sits. Now, it doesn't have hooks, doesn't have eyes. That'll be the last couple things that you put on after it gets clear coated. So that's the other step, which I'm not going to bore you and show you guys that. So please check them out on Instagram. You'll see the final. But let me show you what we are left with. And I'll let him kind of explain what we got here and what he did.
So this is just a little rainbow trout jerkbait, Vision 110. And what I got left, basically, I want to continue on with the dots a little bit. Don't know how low I want to go on these ones. And then I'm going to do a little more shadowing in the face and the gill plate, and then throw some eyes on there and dip them.
Perfect.
That's about it.
So, like I said, guys, please go check out Reelcustomart. He's Reelcustomart on Instagram, Reelcustomart on Facebook. He does have a YouTube channel, and I've got him a GoPro. So you should start seeing some videos, hopefully, either painting videos, fishing videos, tutorials, anything that he can think of. Hopefully you start seeing some stuff soon. But anything else you want to say to the folks, or anything else that they should be aware of?
Let's get it growing.
There you go, guys. Go follow him. If you want to buy some of these baits, please hit him up. If you have an idea of one, hit him up with that too. He's glad to try. But till next time, guys, good luck out on the water. Hopefully you guys use some of his baits. If you do, tag us. I want to see what you guys are catching. See you next time.